Good morning, Standard 5 students. Today in this class, we will discuss about Chapter 8, First Aid. So, let us see about this chapter. So, first of all, we should know about what is First Aid. First Aid is emergency care given immediately to an injured person. The purpose of First Aid is to minimize injury and future disability. In serious cases, First Aid may be necessary to keep the victim alive. So, nowadays in our home and in schools and in many other places we use different types of electrical gadgets and many different types of modern facilities we enjoy. In that case, there may be an accident can happen. So, first aid is very important in this case. First aid is emergency care given immediately to injured person. That means it should be given very immediately and urgently. And it is the first help given to minimize the injury. That means it cannot increase the injury if you will give first aid to the person. Future disability also, sometimes they can save their future also, because without first aid the person can die also and life cannot be saved. So, in serious cases, first aid may be necessary to keep the victim alive. Sometimes it is very necessary for the survival of the victim. So, first aid is very important for the injured person. First aid helps in the following ways. What are the helps we get from the first aid? Why first aid is important? It preserves lives, sometimes it preserves lives. Prevent the victim's condition getting worse. That means condition cannot become worse if you will give first aid to the victim. Promote recovery also. It can help you in recovery fast. Pain relief. If person is in very much pain, then they can get relief from the pain. Protect the unconscious. If person has become unconscious, then it can protect the person. Makes the victim comfortable till he receives any medical treatment. Before the medical treatment, the victim can feel comfortable after taking first aid. So, it is very important. Rules for giving first aid. There are some rules for giving first aid. So, we should follow this rule and then we should give first aid. Stay calm. That means we should not be panicked. We should not get nervous. We should be calm. Call adults help. Children should call adults for their help. They should not do anything without any knowledge. Do not panic. We should not become nervous and panic. Do not crowd around the victim. We should not crowd around the victim. Use common sense. Some common sense would be used. If you don't know first aid, then you should not do this first aid, and you should call a person who knows everything. Be confident enough to carry out the first aid. If you are doing any first aid, you should be confident. Give first aid quickly. As soon as possible, the person should be given first aid. Get the help from a doctor. And after first aid, the person should be taken to the doctor if it is important, and otherwise you should take advice from the doctor also. Now, today we will discuss about first aid for cuts and wound. So, first of all, when there is a cut or wound, wash your hands. This helps avoid infection. That means the cut area should be washed to avoid infection. The second is clean the wound, rinse the wound with water. So, wound should be cleaned. If any dirty things remains in the wound, it can infect your germs. Germs can infect on that. Keeping the wound under running tap water will reduce the risk of infection. You can see in the picture how it is showing. So, we should keep the injured area under the water so that all the dirty things from the injured area can be removed. Next point is stop bleeding. If there is a high bleeding, if bleeding is too much, then first of all we have to stop the bleeding. Otherwise, there will be a great loss of blood from the body and it will be very difficult to save the patient. So, if needed, apply gentle pressure with a clean bandage or cloth until bleeding stops. So, we should put the injured area some pressure so that bleeding can stop. And with a clean bandage, we should use a clean bandage or cloth before putting the hand over the injured area. And we should try to give gentle pressure and stop the bleeding first. Now, next is apply an antibiotic or petroleum jelly. We should apply over the injured area any antibiotic cream or petroleum jelly. Apply a thin layer of antibiotic ointment. So we should apply thin layer of antibiotic ointment. We can use a tourniquet, which is a bandage tightly tied over the wound to stop bleeding. If necessary, then if bleeding is not stopping, then we can use bandage that is tightly over the wound to stop bleeding. You can see with a pencil or with a stick, we can turn the knot of the tourniquet so that it can become more tight and bleeding can stop. So you can see how the tourniquet is used in this picture. We should use a stick or a pencil, whatever we get in emergency, we should use that, and we should move it inside the knot of the tourniquet and we turn it. When we will turn it, it become more and more tight and it will stop the bleeding very soon. That is called tourniquet, a tight bandage. Now, after that, wrap a sterile gauze bandage around the wounded area. After putting antibiotic or petroleum jelly, we should apply bandage over the or sterile gauze over the wounded area. Get an anti-tetanus shot when any rusted object cuts the skin. That means you should get anti-tetanus treatment also if any rusted object cuts the skin. So thank you student, we will meet in the next class again. Thank you all of you.